A tropical storm slams California. A Russian spacecraft crashes on the moon. And Spain wins the Women's World Cup. That's some of what we'll get to on the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Jeff Pierre. It's Monday, August 21st. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1. The center of Tropical Storm Hilary has entered Southern California. Torrential rain and severe flooding are ongoing, hitting mountains north and east of Los Angeles the hardest. Tens of millions of people are under tropical storm warning, the first of its kind issued for Southern California. Rains are expected to ease up early today, but officials warn of further catastrophic flooding, downed power lines, and mudslides. If that weren't enough, a 5.1 magnitude earthquake struck near Los Angeles yesterday. Parts of Arizona and Nevada are also facing heavy rainfall. We're tracking the storm's path on our website. Number 2. President Biden is visiting Hawaii today to address this month's deadly wildfires. He'll survey the damage and console distraught residents. The visit comes as Biden's response to the disaster is under scrutiny. In public, the president was quiet about Hawaii, but behind the scenes, his aides say he was leading a by-the-book federal response. In Maui, crews are still searching for hundreds of missing people. The death toll from the fire stands at 114, and survivors are facing health challenges from the effects of the fire and smoke particles. Number 3.
Spain looking to counter. They see it wide left. It was open earlier. They've got numbers forward now. Late run from one of the box. In front. Go! Spain leads! Carmona!
Spain won the Women's World Cup yesterday. They defeated England 1-0 in Australia. This is Spain's first women's championship. It was an emotional day for the goal scorer, Olga Carmona. She learned after the match that her father had died a few days before. If you missed the World Cup, it was a wild tournament. The U.S. suffered its earliest exit, and there were also some great goals. If you want to see them, we have a link to the 7 best on our website. Number 4. A Russian spacecraft crashed into the moon this weekend. The Luna 25 craft was on Russia's first lunar mission since 1976, but Russia's space agency said it crashed after entering an uncontrolled orbit. There was no crew on board. Russia was hoping to be the first country to make a soft landing on the moon's icy south pole. An Indian mission is set to touch down there later this week. Other countries, including the United States, China, Israel, and Japan, are also trying to establish a lasting presence on the moon. Number 5. Saudi security forces have killed hundreds of Ethiopians at its border. This comes from a new report from Human Rights Watch. It says Saudi forces shot and fired explosives at migrants and asylum seekers on its border with Yemen. Ethiopians have been trying to enter Saudi Arabia following violence in their country in recent years. Human Rights Watch says the killings and the alleged torture of detainees could amount to crimes against humanity. Saudi Arabia is an important strategic partner of the U.S. Number 6. A beloved orca has died after more than 50 years in captivity. The orca Lolita died of a suspected renal condition Friday afternoon at the Miami Seaquarium. She was believed to be about 57 years old. Lolita was violently captured with 6 other killer whales in 1970 off the coast of Washington in an event known as the Penn Cove Whale Capture. The Miami Seaquarium had planned to return her to an ocean habitat before she got sick. Number 7. Scientists recreated a Pink Floyd song using brain waves. The researchers looked at brain activity for more than 24 people who listened to Another Brick in the Wall, Part 1. The data was then decoded by a machine learning model and reconstructed. The result is a muddy version of the classic Pink Floyd song. Here's what the original sounds like.
All it was just a brick in the wall.
And here's what it sounded like when reconstructed from brainwaves. Close enough. It's the first time researchers have been able to recreate a song from neural signals. It's an important breakthrough, and not just for Pink Floyd fans. The study opens up possibilities of composing music through thought. It also paves the way for medical applications, like a keyboard for the mind. That's a machine that could help decode the words that patients with severe speech impairments want to say. That's the show for today. If you want to dig deeper into the stories we talked about, you should try a subscription to The Washington Post. We've got stories and columns about everything from finance to climate solutions. Subscribe to The Post by going to washingtonpost.com/subscribe. I'm Jeff Pierre, and I will meet you back here tomorrow.